We're gonna play some Uncharted Waters New Horizons today, and I'm thankful that you're all joining me on this Sabbath, this day of rest. Kick up your feet, pour yourself not alcohol, because that would be irreverent. And how about a nice cup of tea? I had some tea earlier; it was very nice. And we're gonna play some Uncharted Waters New Horizons today, but with a twist. It's gonna get twisted in here, folks. Hello, Pegasi. Welcome. I'm gonna try not to talk a ton, which is maybe a bad idea in terms of speed running, let's playing, etc. But there we go. Let's get started. Where'd it go? There it is.
It's been...
God damn you, sir. Uncharted Waters, New Horizons, but wait. It's flavor blasted. Randomizer. It's been randomized, folks. So this randomizer has been around for a few years now, and I've known of it really only for about 1 year. Oh, come on. And, boy, it is... I've briefly tested it, because you have to generate a new randomized world, and the work that it does is impressive. I do have some critiques, but I mean they're meaningless, really, because the scale, the magnitude, it's another word for scale. Any of you are taking your SATs. The complexity of this project is incredible. I can't imagine randomizing this and making it work. We'll see if it works. It may not work all that well. But let's give it a try. I at least want to try to come to grips with it. And indeed, see if I can wrap myself around its mighty girth. The map is random, Pegasi. The map is random, and you can do other things to make it random. You can randomize the trade goods that are for sale within a port, which I have not done. However, I could, but I'm going to be playing as Pietro today, and I don't feel like it's that big of a change. And frankly, I can already tell that I'm going to be a little bit in the weeds with this. So we will just see how it goes. We're going to go ahead and get started here. Alright. We're going to play as Pietro, who is an Italian adventurer. He roams the world in search of treasure in the unknown to pay for the debt his father left him. One thing that I was realizing as I was riding home from lunch today is that Pietro's last name is Conti. And I don't know, you might have heard that I've been to Italy a couple of times. I know a little bit of conversational Italian. And the word for...
Have you tried the lasagna? It's my favorite.
Fuck you, dude. You guys are the worst. F-bot is a menace. Alright, this is actually a truly astute observation.
Nothing prepared you for this.
So in Italian, if you want the bill at a restaurant, you say il conto. And the plural of conto is conti.
I am not a merry man.
So his name is Peter Bills. Peter Debts. I think that's interesting. Anyways, we're gonna play as Pietro. We're not gonna give him a new name because I think his name is just stupendous the way it is. I'm going to actually change the size of the window because it's not pixel perfect. You were probably, well, you, I don't know what you buffoons notice, but I was noticing that there was some bad pixel ratios there. Okay. Now, another thing about Pietro that we need to go through. The map is random. Pietro is exceptional among captains.
You are really being awful.
Believe me, I know. But you're all gonna need to shut up.
Pietro is exceptional among captains in the sense that he's very easy to get into and play. You can just start his scenario right off the bat. There's basically no limits on what you can do as opposed to some of the other captains, which their scenarios don't let you go to certain ports. They're a little bit more focused and directed. Pietro, you can do whatever you want. However, Pietro has a unique start in that he is supposed to go from Genoa, where he starts, to another port, shall we say, and I don't know where that port is going to be. So, and this is actually something that the README for the randomizer it even says. Sorry, I'm just out of the window here for a second. It even says you can actually get a seed that is, it's likely in fact that you'll get a seed for Pietro that is not playable. So we might have to start over with a new seed. So we'll see what happens here. Okay. Not gonna give him a new name because again, his name makes total sense. Let me start the game. The jobs from the guild haven't helped me to make even a dent in my debts. I wonder when Camillo will give me an answer. Can't you repay your debt yet? Sorry, give me a little more time. Give me just a little more time. And I can't do a falsetto voice right now. When can you repay your debt? Oh, I kinda can. Sorry, I don't have any money with me.
When will you repay your debt? Or did you cheat me out of my life savings?
I can't deal with this. The harbor will give me shelter. Now, well, I want to jump the gun here. Ahoy there, Pietro. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing some of that money you owe me. I want to pay you back, really I do, but I just don't have anything right now. I know it's not your fault being burdened with the debts of your father, but I need to get my money back from someone. That leaves only ye, my friend. Aye, sir. Once I hear from Camillo, I'm sure that I'll be able to pay you back. Just give me a little more time. I sent him a letter asking for help a while back, so I should be hearing something soon. Are you talking about the Camillo that went to work for Duke Franco in Lisbon as a merchant sailor? That mate's in town right now. Really? Hi, Pietro. I saw him walking towards the cafe. Really? Hey, I just might be able to pay you back sooner than I thought. Okay, so we're gonna go to the cafe. Now. Excuse me. I am of the opinion that Pietro is based almost exclusively on Han Solo, for reasons that will sort of become obvious here in a second. So, from that standpoint, Camillo, his voice is going to be Chewbacca. Camillo, it's great to see you. When did you get back? I know this is sudden, but I have a favor. That was cold. Aren't we still friends? Are you serious?
What the fuck is this thing?
And who might this sponsor be? Really? That would be just the thing to save me from my debts. And finally, a chance for adventure. Sounds great, but even if she gives us money, we won't get very far with all my debts. How much is she offering? Aye, though it sounds too good to be true. She's being too nice to us. There's gotta be a catch. A chance for adventure or a debtor's prison? That's easy. Let's get out of here. Alright then. I think I'll call her the Falcon. That, see? See?
Stop all the downloading!
He said the thing. I'll call her the Falcon. How's that sound? Well, then we'd better head straight for Lisbon. Now, of course, this instruction here is totally useless to us. There is no Iberian Peninsula, and I don't think autosail works. We will try it because that may be my only way of knowing where to go.
Bane!
And Pietro slowly exits. We're going to save the game at this point. Because I have a feeling I will die. Alright, here we go. Oh. There we go. Now, we have no money. So even if I wanted to, I can't go to the guild and ask them, hey, where's Lisbon? They will not. Actually, does that cost money? I think it does. I'm gonna go check. Oh, it's right next to the harbor. I don't have any need for that. We'll see what he says. Yeah, it's 500 gold. Alright. And I think we're gonna get a little bit of feedback there, yeah. Anyway. So we're just gonna have to hit the road.
Now, I know you're not a natural beauty, but I think with the right clothes and the right look, you could be very striking.
I love that whole scene. Honey, I love you, but you've got... Anyways. We're gonna reduce rations. I guess that'll give us a slight bit more time. It says 10 days still. Alright, well... Oh, well, there's ports aplenty here. What's this? Tunis. Nicosia. I guess I should look at the map, too. Should have done that probably before. Whoa. Whoa.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Okay, so in theory, the way that the game works is that... I don't think that that's enough ports. It may be. I don't know. But it's supposed to give you... I'm going to check this cluster to the northwest. It's supposed to give you the known world, quote-unquote, like, you know, all of Europe is supposed to be consistently nearby.
Is it still hot out there?
Looks pretty hot, yeah. So this is all... That's interesting, too. These ports are all in the Mediterranean in the normal game, obviously. So I wonder... Let me just see if these are all, you know, in that same zone. Well, they're not. Because North Africa is its own. Okay, well, we'll just sail around and see what happens here. I mean, I have a pretty strong feeling that we're gonna get starved to death, but although that's promising. Let's see if there are any other ports this way. So Barcelona and Seville were there. I wonder if Lisbon and Valencia are these two ports over here.
I'm on my way to Flavortown!
Pisa, okay. So it doesn't work the way that I was thinking. I was thinking that all of the ports are relatively near one another. Marseille. Okay. I know it's
The
coming.
missile knows where it is at all times. It knows this because it knows where it isn't.
I don't know either thing. I don't know where I am and where I'm not. Oh, that actually is a place I should look. Unbelievable. Okay, we'll go in there during the day. Okay, so we're okay now. And frankly, that probably took about the same amount of time it would take in the normal game. So we need to remember that Lisbon is on the northwest corner of... What is the name of this island, folks?
Okay.
What are we calling this? I'm gonna give it the responsibility to you guys.
Oh.
It's whole island. Okay. Settled.
Oh.
How nice to see you again, Sir Camillo. Walk right this way. The Duchess is waiting for you. You must be Pietro. I'm glad you were able to make it. I've heard a great deal about you from Camillo. I expect he has informed you that I plan to assist you in your adventures. He also said that you were going to take care of my debts. That all I would have to do is sail around, discover amazing things, and report back to you. That's correct. And when you find a village, I would like you to disembark and search for rare items. And if we don't find anything, we should befriend the villagers, and they might help us find something. Come on, lady. Every adventurer knows that. I love Pietro so much. Come on, lady. What do you think I am, stupid? My apologies. I don't know, Camillo. We couldn't ask for a better offer. And that makes me think there's something she's not telling us. Don't think anything of it, Camillo. Pietro, you're a very perceptive man. Actually, I do have one more thing I require of you. My husband Leon sent my only son Joao off on a long voyage the other day. I'm sure there was a good reason for that, but I just can't stop worrying about my son. Are you saying that you want me to be your son's bodyguard? Sorry, but I'm not about to be wasting my time babysitting some spoiled rich kid. You've got the wrong idea. I just want to know whether he's alright or not. So you just want me to spy on him a little bit and then let you know how he's doing? If you please. If that's all, then we accept your offer. Thank you. Here's the money I promised, and I will take care of your debts. Okay, we're settled. I will reward you for each report you give me, depending on the importance of the information. I'm also giving you this telescope and sextant. My husband Leon used them a long time ago when he was sailing the high seas. Thanks, these will really help, as any seafarer knows. If I look through the telescope near a shore, I'll be able to see if there are ports or villages nearby. With the sextant, I'll be able to track my latitude and longitude. Yeah, we're gonna sell the sextant. It's totally useless, especially in these uncharted waters. That's a good point, Zerf. I wonder why she didn't give them to him. Please, make sure my son is alright. Don't worry about a thing. Leave everything to me. Well, since everything's settled, we'll be off to the docks. Ciao. Hasta la pasta. Arrivederci. Okay. wonder if the sextant might be useful, though. Because then we can actually make notes of where things are, right? I'm gonna keep it. It's not like it's that much money. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. One thing I am gonna do, I'm gonna see about getting a light galley. Prior to doing speedrunning, I was not convinced that light galleys were any good. They're amazing. Especially for your starting ship. They're so much better than a stinky old caravella. I guess we can't get one here, but we'll look around.
Can we get serious now?
Sorry, royalty makes me nervous. By the way, whereabouts is this Joao character? Never mind. We don't really need to go find him anyway. We'll just make up stories to tell the Duchess. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Let's just get this adventure underway.
Oh, there, matey. We be shoving off.
Why don't we check out the Nile River, wherever the hell that is? Okay. Now, I will, out of curiosity, I don't think it's gonna work. I would be really impressed if it works. I'm gonna try to do the autosail. Actually, let's try this. We know where Genoa is. Well, that is the wrong way. It is working, sort of, though. I mean, at least it moved me somewhere.
I've never been here before.
So I wonder if it's just not quite 100%. Well, anyways, we can go. What was this port here? This is Lisbon, right? Or was this? That's Beirut. Beirut might have a light galley in theory. Valencia has a good chance of having a light galley, so we'll wait until daylight. The light galleys are great. They are great for efficiency, allowing you to go long distances. Caravellas are okay, but they also have the disadvantage of not having oars. There we go. And we can haggle this down. Alright, so what should we call this crate? Oh well. What am I thinking? And we're gonna remodel it. It's very cheap to remodel. Set it to... JJ Blue has been doing 14 on his speedruns, which is a slight efficiency, I think. I kind of like it. I'm going to do it. And 0 guns. Okay, now we're going to transfer some stuff off, namely people. You know what? I'm gonna check something real quick. I don't think that this is... Yeah, he does not. Okay. I didn't think that Camilla looked like Peter Mayhew, the man who played Chewbacca, but I thought I'd check. He doesn't look like Chewbacca, really. Yeah, exactly.
Twist more.
Okay, we got all that loaded on. We're going to reassign crew as well. We're gonna assign, it's gonna probably be 75. Actually, I bet we could get away with 70. That's fine. Okay. Alright, we're gonna sell this crate back. There's an interested purchaser. I'm told his name is Lando Calrissian. I don't know where to go from here, so we're just gonna do kind of what you do in a, well, let me think back to childhood. What we would do, you know, what I would do would be to just sail along the coast
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one.
and hope I run into something interesting. And let's actually just, yeah, exactly. What do we think? I like the look of going along that island chain to the southwest. So we're gonna sail along the coast here because it's possible that we'll get like Stonehenge, for instance, here or something like that. What port that is. Checks at. I'm not sure what you mean, my friend. I'm sort of wanting to see if oh, it looks like Sardinia. I'm just curious to see how this plays, really, more than anything. I don't really have any set agenda. Pietro's scenario is pretty much wide open. There are no ports that do not spawn for him, or that are not open, I should say. So everything should be here. Everything should be available. Azov being right next to London is extremely weird and unaesthetic. I would like to find Amsterdam. I wonder if this is a village. No. That's a village. We have no idea what these villages are. Oh, that's a weird spot over there. Anyway. Nothing here. So, Pietro is different from Joao in one respect, and that is that his luck is going to be lower, and his charisma, I think, is lower. It should be the same, functionally, yeah. It's just that everything is in totally different places. There are points where Pietro has to go to certain spots in order to succeed in his mission. But, and those spots are just moved to a different point on the map, and they should all be available. I'm gonna go up to 15? We can, lethal. And in fact, this is the perfect opportunity to do that. And this may be the absolute most perfect opportunity to do that, depending on what this discovery is. If this is like the saber-toothed tiger or something, that's gonna be bananas. Bananas, as they say. Yeah, no, the win condition should not be any different. This is an extremely high value discovery, unless it randomizes the values. Oh my god.
I was going bananas.
What ruin is 65? Oh, the Moai. That's outrageously good luck. Okay, so we're actually going to go back to Lisbon. And we're going to see if the autosale will take us... Oh, but he's not my first mate. One thing I'm also noticing, and I did do a brief test run with a different seed for this. I'm not seeing any other fleets, and I don't know if that's just the way it is or what, but we'll see if we run into anybody. Let's see if I can auto sail the movement. Nope, that's the wrong way. It's insisting on going that way. It could be that the game like spawns all the ships in one spot. Oh, hey, there we go. Who's this? Lorenzo Perron. I want to know what he's up to. I'm gonna go try to gossip with him. Oh, great. So this is... Whoa, hey guys.
Schiff gesichtet.
Oh, that was a mistake. That was a pirate. You're not supposed to gossip with pirates. Caracas. So, some things are happening here that worry me. There's some fleets that are just kind of stuck. I bet you... if I autosail to Lisbon, it's going to take me right to that spot. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. We're learning. We're exploring the... Oh god, I keep gossiping with pirates. Oh god, stay away from him. Now it's sending me back down here. Well, that's a problem. I think that, based on my limited understanding, oh, it's on the northwest corner of this island, right? Isn't this it? Yeah. Oh, we can go in there at any time.
The missile knows where it is at all times. It knows this because it knows where it isn't.
Hey! Okay, I'm trying to think here. You get a sizable bonus to your luck for donating like 10% of your... Is it 50% or 10%? I'm gonna go with 10%. So I'm gonna do 378. And I don't remember if you have to leave and... I'm gonna leave and go back in again. I can't remember the mechanics of this because playing as Joao has really spoiled me in this regard, so... There might be a minimum too. It might be like a minimum of 500 for this to work. But every little bit will help. And I don't believe that we need... I guess I could do 306. I'll have to round up. We don't need a ton of donation in order for this all to work also.
Do you think I can have some more?
Yeah, totally, but I get first dibs on it. I don't know how many times I've donated, but hey, We're gonna donate our. We're feeling very, very generous today. One, two.
Oh my God! The minute.
Yeah. Teach us bit. This is like 8, right? No one knows. I'll do it until nightfall, until I can't go into the Rounder Society anymore. Just seems like a good arbitrary point to stop doing this. No, God knows what I'm doing.
As you know, I keep all my cash in gold, so...
Very underutilized effect there, Lethal. Thank you for bringing it out of the darkness. That's right! Wasn't there a story, too, where the Hungarian Prime Minister flew a drone into a rival's bedroom and took pictures of him, and he was like laying on, like, he didn't have a cover on him or anything. He took a picture of him laying in the bed, but there was also like a safe with like money and gold falling out of it or something like that. Oh, it's 50%. Well, I did that wrong. Oh, they're still open. Thank you for looking that up, Zerf. I still get the bit, it's not the most efficient way to do it, right? Let me actually see if I can talk to the fortune teller real quick, if there is one here. I don't know if there's one in Lisbon. You're not guaranteed to get a fortune teller. Well, you're guaranteed to not get one if there's not one set to be here. So I'm just gonna keep donating half. Okay, 1. I think you're right, Zerf. I was looking at luck until I learned about that shortcut in Joao's scenario. I was looking at how to bolster it because I knew that that would help. I was fully unaware of that trick. I didn't know that that's what the donate did. I didn't know it maxed it out. I assumed it just gave you some, and I never bothered to go to a fortune teller because why would you, right? We're probably pretty... Oh, we've only got 75 adventurer fame. That's fine. Really need to get a sound effect for nap time. And I don't know if it's necessary to leave and come back in. So this could all just be very tedious and unnecessary. But then again, it is one of my playthroughs.
Oh.
Okay, we're almost out of gold, folks. I mean, what are we gonna do? You're gonna be eating a steady diet of government cheese.
By the river.
This guy must think we're absolute psychopaths. I mean, I know that Grimmeth or somebody was already saying, why don't you just give it to us in one single amount, sir? Okay. Now, I'm curious to know if we've maxed out our luck. I feel like we have. So, wouldn't you like to know, Grimmeth? Oh, we're out of provisions? Beg your pardon? Oh. Well, that's a bummer. But there's, don't worry about it. It's all in hand. And if we didn't get max luck, then fine. We just got 10 ingots.
I know where I'm going. I don't need a map.
I am curious to know what my luck is. To know if that whole frivolity was worth it.
I'm on my way to Flavortown.
Valencia might have a fortune teller. I really don't know. They're open at weird hours. I think they open at 4 p.m. Valencia is a neutral port for some reason. I don't know why. Let's see if they even have. They do. Okay, so we're gonna go to the item shop because maybe they have random stuff in the item shop. I don't remember if that's normal for Valencia. I've stopped in Barcelona quite a bit. I should actually go and check Lisbon. That's true. Okay, why am I doing that? We're just gonna leave and wait until it starts to turn to afternoon. There we go. I'm just burning time. This is just a more efficient.
I know a thing or two about how to play this game efficiently, Grimmeth, and that's a good way to pass time, is to leave the harbor.
Alright, let's, I don't know if that's the right one. Yeah, so that's max luck, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright, well, I like the idea of continuing our adventures down Oh, it's 7:30 though. Dang it. No, wait a minute. We're gonna go to the lodge. I want to see if I can get a La Real now. I might as well, right? I want a ship that's a little bit more robust. And I want to give it a figurehead if I can. No, it's backseating is you know what? From a man of your expertise, your august reputation, I welcome your feedback. I like the word robust. What can I say? Robust. I can say robust. Damn. I just feel better being in a La Real because it's, well, I'll show you. A used light galley has a hull durability of 34. And if we get into a storm, that is going to be a bit of an issue. Alright, what are these ports again? This is Lisbon, right? Okay, and then this is what? Beirut. That's a really good advice, Lethal. Are having a time. Luigi Mangia. I wonder if I have told the game to have too much land. Genoa has a decent chance of having a La Real. You can adjust the amount of continents, which basically puts a big cow plop of land in the middle of, you know, in the middle of the ocean. It's not like shaped in any way. It's basically circular. And then you can add quote unquote islands, which I think are archipelagos really. It adds groups of islands in addition to that. And so I did tone it down a little bit on the islands because I was finding it was making, well, it wasn't making viable seeds. But then it also was just like, it was very confusing. These are not useful to me. Kind of an interesting array of ships though. Well, I don't remember what these other ports are. Oh wait, there's a ton of them up to the north. Right? Yeah, they're all clustered together. Oh. Naples, maybe. Algiers. Oh. Oh dear. Una notte a Napoli.
Don't buy any unripe bananas.
Sage advice. Check out what the name of our ship is.
That's a 10.
Right there. That's the name. Anyway.
It's a new lap record.
Yeah, we are gonna replace it though. Because I'm realizing that, damn it. I'm realizing that since these waters are truly uncharted, I don't really relish the idea of sailing around in a light galley. Seville could.
That's a 10.
Was it too much to include the? Was it too much to include the mouth smacking at the end there? Was that a mistake?
I can feel it, damn it, down in my plums.
Okay. Is his spoon made out of gold also? I think it was. Because it's non-reactive, right? That's the idea. And it also makes you incredibly fancy. I mean, let's be honest there, too. Barcelona could. Okay, and this is also a good opportunity to check the item shop. Because we can see it exactly. The item shop does not open until 8. So, killing time. One more call for... Terrible. I don't think it randomizes item shop stuff. That would be a bit much. This is not randomized. Oh, hey, I forgot that I had that. That's fine. Lurk away. I encourage lurking. Feel free. I'm gonna buy balm because I can't guarantee that I'm gonna find a L'Oreal in any reasonable amount of time. I'm gonna go to those 2 ports just out of curiosity to see what those are, and then from there, if we're out of luck, we're just gonna sail up that coast and see what happens. I'll resupply in the western port. And maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. Pizza? Why not? I love pizza. And spaghetti.
Have you tried the lasagna? It's my favorite.
You son of a... I'm being very persnickety about this, but I really do love a L'Oreal.
I'd buy that for $1.
Damn right. Okay, we've got... Marseille has a really good chance of having a L'Oreal. Parce que le nom de le bateau, c'est français. Alors...
Big money!
Oh,
Big
zut!
prizes. I love it.
Dommage! Quelle surprise! Il n'y a pas aucune de L'Oréal. Alright. I'm gonna just take a chance. We need some ABBA sound effects. Or do we? Now, I can't remember how far away we were from that Moa, or Moai, not to be confused, when we discovered that village. That's important because if I'm humping the land like this, it takes a long time. Don't. Why do I say the things that I say?
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
That was reasonably close.
Island.
So I'm not gonna just Okay. Again, no idea what this is. Watch it be another star level discovery. Okay. I'm gonna go to 10. Oh, our luck is maxed, so we don't have to worry about offsetting it by 5. Okay, we'll do 20. What did we get here? The stellar sea cow in on the equator. Just out of curiosity. Six north, 8 east. Very close to the equator. What are you gentlemen doing? Actually, I'll leave you to go about your business. I think I would like to try doing this with less land, just to give those fleets a chance to live and thrive. Run and be free. Okay, nothing over there. Maybe a village
We
here.
misplaced your baby.
Nothing there. Some of these square spots very easily could be villages in another run. It's just that this particular run of Pietro's, they're nothing. It's a huge landmass there. You can also turn off storms. I feel like that's a little bit cheaty. But I think that that's kind of a reasonable thing to offer.
I've never been here before.
You got that right, man. This is wild. I mean, if you're not able to expect storms at all in any meaningful way. Okay, this is where I got the Moai. I wonder if I should get food. I should probably get food. This just changes the dynamics so much. Did I? Wait a minute. Do I have rats? What's going on here? Oh, I entertained. Jeez. Okay. Moron. Yeah, we're gonna go back to one of these ports up here. I don't really know where they are. Oh, okay, they're off to the east coast of this island. And what was this? Trebizond, of course. Does Trebizond have a La Real? We'll find out. Whoa. Palettes are a little weird. There is... You can... I thought that you had to tell the game to change the palettes. Kind of nice, though. I actually kind of like how it's... kind of sandstony, maybe? I was figuring that was a bit of a stretch. Wait, is this is Trebizond? Yeah, Trebizond is not supposed to be a desert port. That's why it looks like this. It's because, let's, oh, the whole point of going here was to resupply. Let's just take a look.
Years later, a doctor will tell me that I have an IQ of 48.
Interestingly, that is not on a desert tile, so I don't know why it's like that. Also, London is right next to Caracas, in case you were wondering. Fascinating. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go keep sailing those islands and exploring. interesting. Very long, pointy peninsula. Let's see what we got here. Nothing. Part of the reason I wanted to do this, though, is to recapture the sense of...
What the fuck is this thing?
Kareem, you have made a terrible mistake. No, to recapture how kind of exciting and scary a little bit it was to play this game as a kid, because you didn't know where anything was. I had a pretty good grasp of geography as a kid, but I didn't know like what was represented in the game. So this has been fun already for me to like be presented with this world map that I don't even know now, and to try to figure it out. Okay, so we were over there to get the Moai. Beautiful, beautiful. I thought you said you were lurking. You're not lurking. You're working. Hey, Lethal, you never know when I'm gonna need to use that. That should be on the... That should be on the shared list of banned words, basically, right? You're waiting for the meats? We have the meats. Ooh. What do we got here? This is actually kind of scary because now I need to figure out if it has a high value discovery. Yeah, this is a bit scary. Can I get back to that port? I'm gonna actually bug out of here. I could plunder, but that reduces my luck. We'll just make a note of that. What was that? Just gonna write down this coordinate here. Degrees south, 4 east. Is that right? I don't think that that's right. That can't be right. Well, anyway. Oh, this guy's having a time. Okay. Oh, shoot. That was the scary part when I was growing up, sailing around in the Canadian Arctic. Because some of those islands, you don't know where they start and end. And sometimes it's like, oh, that's actually a peninsula. Too bad for you. No soup for you. Really gotta get a La Real. This is gonna be a lot easier. The other thing I gotta do especially from the standpoint of winning the scenario, is I gotta get to Amsterdam. I want to see what this looks like in the daylight. The full daylight. This is early morning sun. Oh, wait a minute, let's go back out and look. I kind of like it. Honestly. Kind of neat. Alright, anyway. Yeah, we were almost out of food. I'm glad that I did that. Okay, Amsterdam could be anywhere in that Eastern Sea. I don't think we saw it. Did we? Oh, that's London and Caracas. That's right. And what is this again? Azov, right? Of course! Oh, it's so confusing. Not could have a La Real. What terrible luck.
Oh.
I know. Kaffa probably does not. Almost certainly does not. Ceuta actually, that's the place where I got my first La Real. It's interesting that these are all neutral ports also. I'm wondering if it's because the game is not able to figure out how to like do investments. And I figured it probably wouldn't. Ah. No. What is this? No. Not gonna do it. No. 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 Oh. Well, well, well. Thanks, man. I appreciate the raid. How did your runs go? Giraffe. JJ Blue, for those of you who aren't aware, JJ Blue is a excellent speedrunner of this fine game, and he's been working on Catalina, her scenario, which is a lot more technically challenging, I would say, than Joao's. And I believe you still hold. Are you still the record holder on Catalina's? Because I know that BCS Buster was chasing at you a little bit, but awesome. But yeah, it's been interesting to. I got into the Joao one and I was like, oh my god, these runs that people are doing for the other scenarios are a lot more interesting. Because Joao's is just really, it's 3 hours long. It takes a long time. So the other stuff that happens in, especially autos and Catalinas, is a lot more interesting, and the work that's gone into it is impressive. Alright, what do we have up here? A village? For those of you joining us, I'm playing the randomizer version of Uncharted Waters New Horizons. Yeah, I wanted to relax a little bit. I was thinking about trying to do Catalina's run today, but I need a lot of practice before I even do practice runs on stream. And because I was watching, I was like, oh my god, there's some interesting stuff happening here. And it is interesting to see that, in your record run, I believe that you do, what's that guy's name? Vittorio Doria, and then JJ Blue is doing Giovanni Al Dente, and now you're doing Giovanni Al Dente, I think. Frilled Neck Lizard, right by... Where the hell were we? Was that Alexandria? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that is an ingenious strategy in the first place, though. Venice... I don't know if Venice sells La Reals. We'll find out. Every port is turning neutral. I think it's because nobody can invest or something. It's very strange. I will have to try doing a seed of this with less land to see if it helps the AI figure out where it's going. Darn, okay. You would think that Venice, being that in medieval times it had probably the best shipyard in the entire European world, you'd think that they could get me a La Real, but oh well. Right now, I'm searching for a La Real because I'm in my light galley and I'm feeling a little bit nervous because I don't know where storms could spawn. I do have Balm, but no, not Oslo. I have Balm, but I just worry that I'm gonna get annihilated. Okay. And I just love sailing in a La Real. What's not to like? So there's ports down here to the southeast, I guess? Oh, well, we need to stop in Amsterdam anyways. That's actually great. Zerf's favorite character coming up. I think that the price is dependent on charisma for that. Not in a very thoroughgoing way. No, I know that certain ports have certain ships, and I know that it's dependent on their or I guess it's their industrial level or whatever you call it. But beyond that, I really don't know how to, like, one thing that would be fabulous, for instance, in Joao's scenario, would be if you could guarantee a La Real in Bordeaux, for instance. Like, that would be great. Right at the start of the game, after you get the Arctic discoveries or whatever you end up doing. although I guess in my run I avoided the Arctic discoveries. But having a guaranteed La Real someplace other than maybe in Cat's battle would be nice. Antwerp, no. Okay, well we'll check out these 3 ports to the south, and we'll see if they give me any kind of luck. I don't feel like Antwerp spawns La Reals. It could. You know what? I feel kind of dumb for having not checked. Antwerp is one of the best shipbuilding ports in the game, but... Oh, Oslo does. Well, so those are ports that build it new, though, right? If you're looking for a used, and you have to invest in some of those cases. Okay, Bathurst is there. Now I am absolutely certain, though, that I was able to get one in Ceuta. You know what? We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna keep exploring. We're gonna go around this island or continent or whatever this is. Yeah, there's something funky going on. All of the ports are turning neutral, which, if you're trading, that's great. But we're not trading, so it's a little odd. I'm just gonna check Bristol randomly. Yeah, it's got nothing. Absolutely. When you go into port. Now that's something I want to pursue, is figuring out how that RNG stuff happens. Whether that's in terms of like stuff that happens as you go into port, stuff that happens when you start the game. So like what villages spawn, that's a huge thing obviously for Joao's run, or any adventurer's run really. Because the only reason I did that South America trip was because I felt like, and in a certain sense I was right, but in another sense I was wrong, that it would be more reliable to go that way because there's more chances of villages, you get the fame from discovering ports. So I was thinking it would give you the fame that you needed to get the scenario going, but it does not give you the money necessarily that you need to get the scenario going. And so I decided to do that, but if I could reliably get the saber-toothed tiger and or really both the mammoth and the saber-toothed tiger to spawn, that would be great. Really? That is amazing. I had no idea. That is great information. I didn't know that. These ports will not give me a La Real, but I'm going to keep exploring around here. And of course, the downside, too, with being in a light galley is you don't have a lot of food. And so you can do like 1 star level discovery, maybe 2 if they're close by, and then, oh wait, I can search now. That's so good to know. That is fantastic information. Guess I could have checked. Oh boy. The first discovery we got in this run, too, was the Moai. So we're on our way to that again. This could be the Moa. This could be the saber-toothed tiger. This could be the mammoth. This could be the dodo. This is a star level discovery. We donated, so our luck is 100. So let's see what this is. It is the saber-toothed
What
tiger.
the fuck is this thing?
Fantastic. I mean, also, R.I.P. to our 4 crewmen. Bravely eaten by a tiger.
There's no Hulkamaniacs here!
Oh, man. It's a great idea. Yeah, I didn't know that it was... I figured that there was like a seed that set what spawned in the ports. I will just keep sailing with fewer crew. I think that's what led me to believe that there was something at the start of the game that made the ships in, what a weird port, that made the starting ships the same for everything. Is like, I just went into the first port and was like, okay, your starting port has 3, and those are the ones that they get, and that's it. And then everybody else is the same. I just transferred that logic over to every other port, which is not really accurate, so it's really good to know. This is a horribly confusing landmass that we've discovered here. Well, yeah, and I am very much a novice, so it's been really cool getting onto that Discord and hopping into people's streams and listening and watching and talking, and have people be so friendly to pass on the dirty secrets of this game. What do we got here? Stonehenge or something, right? Uh-oh. That could be Stonehenge. Oh, okay. Stone face. Very close. Where are we? People love this game. Once people give this game a chance, I think that they really love it. Okay, I'm gonna go to one of these ports and supply up. See, this guy gets it. Check out the name of the ship, too. Exactly. Alright. Where are we going? What are we doing? I guess I'll go to the east. I don't remember what that port was. Something whack. Oh, that's right, it's Jamaica. Of course. We're gonna go up to the north. I think that's smart. Yeah, what kind of starts were you testing? Were you switching up, like that fame gaining stuff? Like what fleets you attacked? One thing I tried yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? It must have been yesterday. Is Sala Iskal shows up really, really early, and you can attack him in the galleon that you have. But I don't think it's efficient. I don't think that it gives you the right amount of fame. Because I think you have to do it a lot in order to make it to 30k. Although I guess you technically don't need to get 30k, right? You can get a little bit less. But all the same, I don't think it's as efficient. He's not straight right from the start. He comes up from Morocco, from the southwest, after a couple of days. Comes from the left, yeah. I think so that's Raphael Salran. Raphael Salran is the first fleet that you can attack and get your Flemish from. Is that what you're talking about?
Come on and feel it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I tried to do that tactic with him, but he's got too many, his battle level is too high and he's got too many sailors. It's not workable, I don't think. He'll just end up eating all your sailors. This is a super pointy landmass. Very confusing. Good thing I'm not keeping a diary, like I'm not Lewis and Clark. Super pointy, very confusing. I do need to think about food again. Jamaica is not that far away. Okay, we're gonna look around a little bit. Okay, we already explored all this. I'm gonna just go to Jamaica and resupply. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that when I was testing out that that question about what fame was needed to get the game to go to the last triggers, that happened to me a lot. I felt like I was having really bad luck, but I also was not. I was still learning about positioning and how to get into the right spots to start the battles to begin with, which I'd always kind of known about, like, but it depends on what your objective is. Like in some of those battles, you don't want to be close to them, because if you're too close, then they can all just mob you. Like if you're playing casually, your tendency is you're gonna want to be close because you're gonna want to duel, probably. Roll the dice. Or draw the cards, I guess is more accurate. But for further explanation, I should say, it's not just a twist. I am playing a randomized version of the game. So, the world map, as you can see here, is substantially different from the world that we live in. At least the world I live in. I don't know about what world you're living in. So it's been a challenge so far to figure out where to go. I've been having to be very conservative with my explorating. Yeah, it's more than just a twist. It's a twist and a sachet. There's a lot of trees here. Whoops. Oh, yeah, they'll run into you and attack you, I bet. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay, where am I? It's okay, we can pass through there. Something here? Nope. Okay. Well. Oh, Oh, I thought that, yeah, there's a little isthmus there. That's right. Okay, so we have to figure out how to get some food. So I was going to try to head back through there, but I forgot. I was like, oh, isn't there like a narrow point? It's just a garbage island there. Once I find a port, I'm going to have to... Uh-oh. What's closest here? Anything? Well, okay, what we can do here... I'm gonna... Oh, that's not the right button. This could very well be just a port that... or a village that doesn't require entertaining. And it doesn't. Give me 1 second, I need to check on some food that's cooking. I'll be right back. Okay. We're not burning the ribs. I was gonna make ribs on my smoker. Oh. Necro, that's against the TOS. Can you ban yourself, please? Come on. Lake Victoria? Is that what this is? Inlay Lake. I thought that that had more exploration. I got a story about a rutabaga, but it's not appropriate for Twitch. No, there's like an atmospheric river that is coming through Portland here, so it's very rainy out, and I have smoked in the rain like a character from a noir film, but also I have smoked meat in the rain before, and it is unpleasant. Well, you guys need to get to work on that. You guys need to figure that out. Did we explore? I guess we did explore the little bulbous growth in the southeast of that. I don't know. It looks like it should be good. Is it the Nighthawks, Necro?
I didn't have a choice.
It's kind of the classic noir aesthetic painting. But it would be a print. Oh my gosh. Have you read The Big Sleep? I love that. I love that book. I wonder what the favorite thing I own is. This is the New Horizons randomizer. Exactly, me. And welcome to the stream. There's a lot of chaos, a lot of mayhem. Oh, I did not know that I had such limited range, although that makes sense. I should recruit crew then, because that was probably affecting my ability to get discoveries and to find ports. Another great reason to have a La Real. Now, we might get storyline stuff here. Yeah. Oh, God.
You're Pietro the Adventurer, right?
What's it to you?
Every adventurer knows about the gold medallion. Do ye?
The gold medallion? Sorry, never heard of it. What is it?
You mean you don't know? Well, you must have heard of the golden city of El Dorado then.
Never heard of that either. Oh, it's, for further explanation, it's made by somebody named Gilmock. It's available on his GitHub. If you don't want to use Git, which I didn't use, you can just go to it and you can individually download all of the files for it. And you put a New Horizons ROM. Well, you can do it in any directory. I put it in the same directory. It loads it. It gives you a random seed. You can give it some parameters and it'll take you from there. There you go. Thank you, Grimmeth.
Shiver me timbers, why it's the city of legend El Dorado, made entirely of gold. From the buildings to the toothpicks, everything gold.
He is not. Pietro is one of very few characters, I think Otto might be the only other one, who has no ports blocked. He can go to any port at any time, I believe.
Have you really never heard tell of it?
At least in my experience, because I have strong memories of being able to go to Japan right out of the gate with him. Not a word, mate, but what about it? And what about that gold medallion?
Well, I happens to have a map which tells where the gold medallion is hidden. I picked it from the pocket of a greenhorn sailor. I'll sell it to you for 200 pieces, gold pieces. Not specifically gold pieces, not any piece. What do you say, mate?
And you should refuse this because you'll get it for less. Sounds like bunk to me.
Criminy, don't say that. Why, I'd be out there searching myself if I weren't so old. How about I sell it to you for 1,000 gold pieces then? That shouldn't lighten your purse too much.
Excuse me.
If there were anything buried there, it'd be quite a haul.
Well, here's the money then. The Takabune would be fine. Yeah, if I can find one, I'll get it.
Thank you, sirs. Since you were so kind, let me tell you where the map comes from. That medallion was hidden long ago by pirates. One sec.
Okay.
It is said that an adventurer from Portugal went forth in search of El Dorado to bring back some of the treasure. The natives treated the adventurer well, so he gave them the medallion, but after that he was never seen. Again! Later on, pirates stole the medallion from the natives and hid it. I heard this yarn myself from an old sailor, but I don't know how much is true. But if it is...
Yeah, that's great. I'm really curious to look at this because I wonder if it even works. So that's in the north, at least. We know that. Okay, well, I don't need your advice, sir. This guy. I'm sure he is. I didn't need to treat anybody, probably, but there you go. Yeah, I'm really glad that I found the Discord too, because I was feeling kind of like this game was getting underappreciated over the years. Like, I've played it on my YouTube channel. There's other people who have played it on YouTube. But it's, I mean, I guess it has been released onto Virtual Console, which has helped a lot, I'm guessing. But it's a game that really deserves more attention, in my opinion. And I know that people have done kind of games inspired by it. They've made new games that are like it. But the original is pretty good. Yeah. Exactly. I would love to see Gaiden. I would like to see Costa del Sol. Oh, it's not on the Switch. Oh, I assumed it was. Alright. That's lame, though. Wait, what are these ports? Amsterdam. Okay, that's right. We've been there. Did Hamburg have a chance at spawning the La Real? Is that one of the ones that you rattled off earlier? Hamburg is one of the really good shipbuilding ports, but... Excuse me. I don't know if it has a La Real in it. Yeah, same. I managed to get a copy through the Goodwill online auction site. I got it for a decent amount too. It was not a bad deal. It was not like a screaming deal. It was just an okay deal. Like, I felt good paying the price I did for it. But it is hard to come by, it seems like. It's not necessary to resupply, but that's okay. I do want to collect all of the... I'm not a big game collector. I bought New Horizons specifically because I love it. It's my favorite game, I think. But I would like to collect all of the Koei Super Nintendo games at least. Franco, I have no idea where I am. Take a look at this. What fresh hell is this? Now, Uncharted Waters 1 is one of those games where it has what I call Koei syndrome, where Koei, to me at least, and I only have really 2 examples of this, so this is probably not enough to describe an actual syndrome, but when they port a game over to a new console, they may as well have not done it. Because Uncharted Waters 1 for the NES is a good game. It's an okay game, at least. It's obviously got the issues of the map. It's got some simplistic money stuff that I don't like. I don't like how you can only carry 50,000 gold, although I'm betting that's because of memory restrictions. But it's better on the SNES. It's somehow more excusable, it's more excusable on the NES rather than the SNES. You have higher expectations of the game on the Super Nintendo that it can't live up to. We're playing the randomized version, Frank. So this is a random world. This is a world that we've never been to before, that is unknown to us. It's truly uncharted waters. Yeah, it's Sarah Palin eat your heart out, right? Right, and that's the only place where a bank is, correct? You can only deposit... Well, hello. This terracotta figure.
What the fuck is this thing?
He's always right on cue with the zesty sound effects. Although nobody can top Frank. That is true. We have 2 villages in extremely close proximity. Super weird. Ah, God. I'm in menu hell. That's been the biggest... It's not the biggest challenge when I've been learning to speedrun this, but it is the most annoying challenge. The last, it looks like the last commit he did to his GitHub was about 2 years ago. So, I'm curious to know if he's still working on it. I also have questions for him about RNG. Zerf, that's actually how we started talking about this, was... I remembered that it existed, and then Zerf was like, why don't you ask that guy about RNG? Because he's clearly got some insights about...
What the fuck is this thing?
God. Brilliant. Got the giant tortoise, meanwhile. I need to figure out where to get some food. I could plunder. I gotta go southwest. That's exactly it, Meep. I want to talk to him about RNG in this game. Yeah. We all know how Camillo sounds. Exactly. Now you're speaking my language. I get so nervous. I'm just a nervous Nelly. Oh. Oh. Okay, there we go. We're good. What's for supper? Oh, there's some weird paletting here. Let's actually supply and then sail back into the port. Let's see what it looks like in daylight. Whoa! What? So this is like the desert palette, like the desert color palette, but the tropical, I guess, the tropical sprites. I haven't bothered trying to talk to villagers or anything. I wonder if there's anything that they... Yeah, it's just the standard stuff. But, how about you? Light galley? Okay, good to know. And how about you? No, that's the same text that she would probably say in the normal game. I call it goulash, Necro. It is different in some concrete ways. Aye. It is, one main difference that is very frustrating is that it does not give you necessarily all three of the different types of attack or defense cards during a duel. It also has some slightly different sound effects. And what's another thing? From a speedrunning standpoint, it displays text much quicker, at least by my recollection. So it would give you faster times, but you have to play it on the Genesis. It's a Rochambeau paper rock scissors system. Pegasi. Certain attacks are strong against certain defenses are strong against certain attacks. The numbers are based on your equipment and your battle level. It's this whole thing. Okay, what's in here? Uh-oh, I don't know. Sometimes Twitch gets a little bit hungry. If you use certain words, Twitch will annihilate your message, and it's independent of any word lists that I have set up. So we've run into that before. Yeah, exactly. There are words that are a little bit arcane to block. Damn, Frank. Frank, I think I'm gonna have to ask you to take a timeout. What's really controversial is Joao's song is Allentown. Right? Like, we're all on that same page, right? I know Bobo, I think, was the first one that mentioned that in his playthrough. I was like, oh my god, you can't unhear it now. Well, I thought it would be like I had the thought of doing it because I've been playing through all the scenarios for this game over the past decade on my YouTube channel. And it's been a slow process, obviously. But I thought, well, why don't I just speedrun Joao's? I don't really care for his scenario that much. So I thought to myself, yeah, why not? Let's just do that. Again, against my better judgment. And I thought it wouldn't have such a vibrant community around it, but there you go. Hormuz, excellent. And Goa. I'm gonna go over here. Yeah, and then there's all these weirdos like me. This doesn't look drastically different, am I right? This looks the same. Well, Frank, you missed the beginning where we discovered that London is essentially right next to Caracas. Some weird stuff there. That's great, Necro. That's how I live my life, is I basically have no idea what's going on in the world around me, and I, frankly, prefer it that way. That's around the time I got into it, Meep. I think, well, it came out when I was in 4th or 5th grade, and I rented it because I had played Uncharted Waters 1, and as a kid I thought, this map sucks. I don't know where I am. And I was a big geography geek, still am in some respects. And so I rented it when I saw it at the local video store. Was called the Video Chest, and rented it. Couldn't quite come to grips with it until I played Pietro's scenario, because it let you kind of do whatever you want, learn the game in a very open way, and I've never looked back. We can, Frank. In fact, I plan to. That's awesome, man. It's amazing to me. There's a double-edged sword to the kind of nostalgic world that we're living in terms of our consumption of media. There's some genuine worries that I have about innovation and novelty and things like that. But there are some really good things from the past that, because of that attitude of like, let's save these things, that they're being saved and people are able to enjoy them, whether that's video games or music or television or whatever. Yeah, this is peak Uncharted Waters to me. You just sail around, you chill, and even more ideally, you hang out with your buds on twitch.tv/effingcontroller, and you just have a great time. Yeah, and there's very little that's asked of you in the adventurer runs. Joao's is the pits. Joao, you have to do stuff that's buck wild and unnecessary. It's superfluous, I should say. Oh, Meek. You maniac. Thank you. See, now I never dip my toes into that because I have some really bad memories of like the free-to-play, pay-to-win sort of world. I was just thinking about that today, where that came into being during my high school years of playing games, and I was trying to remember some. Oh my goodness! Look at this guy. Louis Scott is on his way home. We have a train. Come on, ride that train and ride it. Come on, guys. I don't know what. I'm not a train guy. I do like Thomas the Tank Engine, I guess. Model trains are A-okay in my book. There you go. But yeah, I think being exposed to like the genesis of those games, like the ones that came from Korea, like Gunbound, Ragnarok Online. There was a first-person shooter too that I was really struggling to remember the name of. I still am, obviously. Where they were pay to win, essentially. Not pay to win. I guess Ragnarok Online, you could, at that. It could have been. It sounds maybe like it. It was like a pseudo-tactical. It was trying to be Counter-Strike, kind of. But yeah, being exposed to that made me think, oh yeah, this is a bad thing that's happening. So I'm very skeptical about those types of games. And then I got really burned by it. There's a series of games, for those of you who don't know me as a friend and a brother. I played this game called Silent Hunter. It's a submarine simulator. And they've made a couple of really excellent games in that series. And then they made one that was not so good. But it was passable, I guess. It's okay.
Schiff gesichtet.
And then they made an online pay-to-win version of the game, and they lost me forever. At least as far as new releases go. They just ruined it. Ruined, I say. Exactly. Yeah, I've been talking a lot. We've been really ranging pretty far, too. Well, Pegasi, there's probably a good reason for that. It is terrible. It's awful. It's gone, actually. It's not even available anymore, I don't think. I think I did, Necro. I on my flight back home from Scotland, my wife got sick, and I thought I was starting to get sick. I was fighting it off. We haven't tested or anything yet, but at this point it's like, well, does it matter? I don't know. I'm gonna explore that later. The trick with this is trying to figure out, like, darting back and forth between places. I don't want to... I want to keep things consistent. I'm gonna keep... What's that book? Keep the River on Your Right? Which is about cannibalism, but anyway. So are you planning to do a translation meet? I think I read that you were doing that. Because that's a big undertaking, I think. But I would love to see the results. Oh, thank goodness. Timbuktu. I love gold. Should have checked for a La Real. Ha ha ha. There. But yeah, I love all the huge dorks that played this game, myself included. I love myself. And I'm so grateful that there's a community around this. It deserves all the love in the world. Around this whole series, too, I really am curious to know about Costa del Sol. Dilly dilly. Well, why not? Right? Alright. Enjoy your Epsom salts. Don't drink it. It's bad for you. Believe me. Oh, that is a good point. what you do with it is your business, I guess. That's between you and your God. Please don't sell bathwater in my chat. What was that old DOS dictionary game with questionably aged cultural representation? Are you... Oh, Necro. Are you talking about Encarta? Are you talking about Mind Maze? Was that the one that... I mean, it's one that I've played. Yeah, that's Mind Maze. That's the one with, yo, I'm the fox and I'm here to say, clearly a really memorable rap. Bravo, dude, that's the way. You're so smart, it blows me away. That's the one. And then there's the tiger in the wheelchair, that whole thing. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. I'll go to this village. I'll go to this village. They made multiple versions of it, of course, because they made multiple versions of Uncharted. Did you play that version, Grimmeth? Wait, did I? Oh my god, I'm not paying attention. Yeah, I would be really curious to play it, mate. And I think he was in Carta 93.
What the fuck is this thing?
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go up to the northwest. These landmasses are just very perplexing for me, so... I think I've been here before. I have not been here before. Oh, Sakai! My favorite Iron Chef. No, I said that before. He's not my favorite Iron Chef. He's, I'm gonna say he's my third favorite Iron Chef.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese.
Japan! Help you guys out there. Alright. We can do the Ataka Blue. That's a perfectly fine ship. Great. And these are actually pretty cheap, too.
What does katana mean? It means Japanese sword.
Should I call it the katana? We're gonna call it the katana. I'm so used... I almost typed in, I'm so used to speedrunning right now, I almost just said A for the ship name. Alright. We need to remodel it. What's the ideal on this? Is it 30 or 40? I'm gonna do 40. That's fine.
I am not a merry man.
Alright. Transfer crew. Oh, this is something I wanted to ask you guys about. I know that Balm is pretty much necessary for the adventurer runs and some of the other runs for that matter. What's the thinking on figureheads? Not that you're necessarily in a position to get figureheads all the time, although Sakai has a surprising selection of them. But they reduce your encounters of storms. I did. We're almost out of money actually too, so... My thinking has been, though, like, I did a little bit of testing, and they reduce your storm encounter rate. And although it is still good to get balm, if you don't have the storms in the first place, that's awesome. So I've been buying them on my runs. I don't know if it's a good use of time or not, but I was curious to know if anybody has done more thorough testing, I guess. You know what? Since I'm a little tight on money, I'm actually going to go ahead and transfer that. That's probably not necessary, but... The water was unnecessary, I guess. Okay, we'll sell that. Yeah, and Joao's, I was doing it, I think I did it in my run when I got, after Catalina, I went and put a Neptune or something on there. Yeah, I don't know if I hate that idea, Meep. At least from the standpoint of being somebody who could potentially do it. I don't want to do that. My goal right now is to get to Amsterdam and then to Lisbon. Good God, I did not get enough crew. Let's go back to the cafe, I guess. I'm curious to know what the beverages and the food items are in each port in the Japanese version. Because I obviously, they clearly are not drinking just plain old grape juice.
Have you tried the lasagna? It's my favorite.
Oh, that's a great idea, JJ. I love that. I mean, it's also nightmare-inducing, but I love it. Well, I can see North Africa still being green tea, or not green tea, mint tea, because that is a culturally correct drink for that part of the world, but... No! What was I doing? Don't worry about it, I don't remember. That's nice. Okay. We'll be cruising too. Oh, that's the stuff. Nagasaki's right there. Wait, is this? Okay. This guy is having a hard time. Hard times. Hello. Alright, let's get to Amsterdam. Is this Amsterdam? Close. I know it's in this mess of land over here. I hope I don't have to go all the way around, though. Do I have to go all the way around? Tell you what, I'm gonna try to confirm that that's the case. I think it is. And if it is that far, I might have to call it a stream, because I do have to go on about some other business. Yeah, I know, it was not very thoughtful on my part. Is the What am I doing? I'm looking for the guild. Where's the guild? Hello. Right there. Get out of here. I think I have to sail all the way around this big continent. 5 north, 70 east. Oh, thank you. Yeah, great. It is extremely close to us except for the land in the way. Crap. And then Lisbon, there's that little peninsula hanging off that bigger landmass to the west of where the dot is. And it is over there. And that's where we have to return our discoveries. Crap. We're kind of low on money. Maybe buying that figurehead was not such a great idea. You know what? Let's go for it. We'll just cruise. We'll just go fast. Like we're speed running. Together, as a family. Somebody ought to build a canal. Oh boy. We might come across some discoveries too that we missed. Whoops. But thanks to our new ship, we should be moving pretty quickly. And we won't have to resupply a whole lot. Do I have to... Am I really going the right way here? This is dumb. Stupid continent. To go all the way around this continent. But again, you know, that's the way... it would go if you were playing this game with little knowledge of the world geography, and then you would learn it forever. I could potentially, I don't know how big that continent is though. There are ice caps. I did turn on that feature. Well, I got sick flying on the plane last time, Frank, so... It's too big to be a space station. Basketball's a peaceful planet. Yeah. I'm not oriented at all to how this continent works, though. It's super rugged. I mean, it's generally round, I guess, but it yeah, that's a really good description, Meep. Really? Is that real? Really? Oh, good. Okay, I can turn south now. Did you play Sim Earth on the Super Nintendo? Out of curiosity. Since you're a youngster, I'm curious to know how you came to consume that bit of gaming culture. Nice. I didn't know that they made it for the TurboGrafx CD. That's wild. This continent sucks. It's wild how much this continent sucks. Oh, interesting. I actually used to have, well, I still have the discs. I used to have a boxed copy of it for the Mac. I'm actually gonna sail around a little bit here. Maybe a mistake. But I'm worried that I missed some discoveries and some ports and stuff because my crew count was pretty low. That's going to be called, folks. Dumb Empty Bay. Should be able to get through just fine here. He says, saving the game. Well, I could go for quite a distance with the light galley, really, but... But I don't know what's ahead of me, or I didn't at that point know what was ahead of me, so I was a little bit nervous to just go striking eastward without any assurance that I had hit a port. Which is exactly the sensation I would have when I was sailing around in this as a kid. Like sailing over the top of Eurasia for the first time scared me so much. I was so nervous. I think we're good. Yeah, they were not happy, I bet. Oh, it's that stupid isthmus. So terrible. That's so mean. Oh god, there's another one. I hate it here. Well, there's Guatemala. I'm glad we made this trip worthwhile. I don't know how big this ship is, or a La Real or whatever. A light galley is probably big enough though to portage. Okay, is this Amsterdam? Oh. It's to the north, right? Yeah. Just absolute hangers all over the place. Good God. Okay, we made it to Amsterdam, and I now want to go to Lisbon. And then turn in our discoveries. We didn't really even get that much money for all of that. We didn't go that far, in all honesty, but... Oof. Felt like it. Mercator is up all night because he's a psychopath. He's an insane person. He's just a monster. sail along this coast a little bit. Again, because I'm not confident that I got everything here, although it is extremely densely forested, so not much worry, I guess. Somebody's making some progress. Alright, some ships are moving. They're not just stuck against the land. That's good. Excellent, okay. It's this one here. Alright, good. Crazy. Alright, we're gonna get quite a bit of money too, because we did get a star level discovery. Forgot that we discovered Anchor Wat. I forgot everything that we discovered other than basically the saber-toothed tiger. I did remember Stellar Sea Cow because it was in such an absurd location. I think it does. I haven't looked into that stuff too much, though. It will let you change the names of ports. You can swap the portraits for captains, too. Not with the randomizer, though. I've looked into that, and I know how to do it. I was thinking about doing it for Joao's scenario if I had to play it normally. Just because I thought it would be kind of funny. I don't know. But there's a lot of customization you can do. Okay, we have quite a bit of money now. We have quite a bit of fame now. But we still really have no idea how this world works. And we've only explored really kind of a small corner of it. So there's a lot more to do. But I'm going to have to save that for another time, as I am growing hungry. So, let's see who's around that I can send you on to. Speaking of hungry, I think I'm going to send you on to Hungry Goria. She's the best. She's awesome. She's still doing Final Fantasy V. I thought she beat it. Well, maybe she's going to finish it right now. Maybe you're going to catch the thrilling conclusion. I don't know. Alright, thanks guys for watching. I'm going to send you on to Hungry Goria. I'll see you guys next time, hopefully next week.